Next to my mom. She's really
All
nice.
right, and we are live with a bona fide YouTube celebrity, Diva of Detroit here today. And honest to goodness, one of my favorite people for years on YouTube is Lady T, living in the Detroit area. And I knew one day I would be coming through Detroit and have a chance to
I was
meet her.
hoping so too, because
Yep.
I've known
Are
Rosie
you
for
comfortable
4
in the
years.
seat, or do you want to crank it
Oh,
up?
I'm fine.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm just
good.
gonna go on my.
Okay, there we go. So we're gonna do about 20 minutes here with Lady T.
Is anybody else?
We got 9 people so far.
Okay,
And
terrific.
Make sure you're on the live chat.
Yeah, I got to turn my sound down
live
too.
chat check. So hello, Daisy Duke. Safe
Hi,
haven,
Daisy.
wonderful trip back home. Yeah. So to me, it's very exciting when you meet somebody that you've known on YouTube for about 4 years, as I have for Lady T. Like I said, to be able to come up to Michigan and finally put in real life a face and a personality to the person that you met, this very lovely lady here.
Thank you, I appreciate it. It was a
Lady
real
T.
treat to meet her. That's for
Yep,
sure.
and a lot of people will watch this afterward if they're not.
Hi, Daisy.
If they're not on now, it's 4:30 on the East Coast, so a lot of people
Yeah.
are commuting.
I think we're 3 hours behind or something.
Yeah, Left Wing Wacko, he's inside. This is a
Left wing.
Elvis-free hangout.
Yeah.
So this is all about Lady T.
Thank
and,
you.
Meeting her today. And you grew up in? Were you
I-
born in Detroit?
I was born in Pontiac, and I was
Okay.
raised in Birmingham, Michigan. It's kind of a ritzy neighborhood, but my dad worked for General Motors, so
Yeah,
he had a
lot
good
of
job.
years with GM. A lot of people. Work.
So I'm the youngest out of 4.
I was seeing a lot of people. I was telling.
My brother is like your age. He was born in '59. Yeah.
I was telling Lady T that one of the most amazing things here in San Francisco and Oakland, where I live, 80% of the cars are Japanese and Korean, and 20% are American. This is like the flip opposite here. Like 80% are American. Now, I know some are assembled in Canada and there's
Yeah.
parts, but
Yeah,
I
my
mean,
Buick parked over there.
but
Yeah.
I mean,
but the
basically,
bumper was
you know,
came from two different
There she
countries, like
is.
Taiwan and China.
yeah, if you're here, give
But so
a,
when you buy a car today, they're not as good quality as the older cars. I mean,
Yeah.
they stopped being good quality, I think, in the early to middle 90s.
you know, when they had
And
lots
my
more-
car is really heavy. It's a Buick Century,
Yeah, it's a
and
nice
it's the
looking
last
rig.
year they made it too. Hey Ginger, how you doing?
Ginger, how you doing, sweetie? Meeting the wonderful Lady T. And for those of you who will watch this later, make sure that you give a thumbs up. So, how do you met me through RV Lucky's
RV
channel,
Lucky, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how I found him either. I don't remember.
and then I
I was like,
subscribed.
I typed in like saving money or something like that, and so, for some reason he came up on there, and then that's how I met Francis, Debbie Lynn.
Hey, Francis.
Yeah,
how
and
are
Francis
ya?
told me about you.
Yeah.
And he said, "You never heard of Rosie O'Kelly?" I said, "No." So
Yeah,
so I
where
started
have
going
you
on her
been?
chat.
Where you been?
And,
you haven't heard of Rosie O'Kelly? Anyway, you were born and raised in
Pontiac.
Michigan here, a real
Yep.
native Michigander here.
Yeah.
You were telling me it's kind of a shame what happened to Detroit's not what you knew growing up, right?
Yeah,
What's the
well,
point?
even when I was growing up, it was pretty much the hood and
Yeah.
everything, and I lived in like Hamtramck. If you guys are familiar with that, that's like a city inside the big city of Detroit. It's a Polish community and
Is it
stuff,
a
and that's
fancy
even gotten
area?
bad. That's kind of like the hood too. It's
Okay.
always been the hood, even in the 80s when I
You
lived
said
there.
like how much of the city's abandoned in there now? You were telling
Probably
me?
about 80%,
Wow.
70 or 80%. That's what I've heard. The statistics.
I will be going down tomorrow and doing some chooching. I was telling her.
And their
you know.
historical buildings are
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, the
And like the
central-
Packard plant,
Yeah.
that was like that's about 100 years old, if not just a little older
and the
than that.
Central train station down there,
Yep.
massive train station, the General Motors headquarters, the old one, before they
Yeah,
moved there.
the
There's a lot
train
of cool
station
stuff.
was like 100 years old too, if not slightly older than
And
that.
Woodson, what's the name of the road that goes down the main?
Woodward.
Woodward.
Yep. Woodward was like the main drag.
Yeah.
And hi Moxie.
Yeah, how you doing, Moxie? So
Yeah.
we just had finished up a nice lunch / early dinner. Give me a chance for me to do laundry today. Lady T's hanging out in my van here today. Is it cool enough for you? Does it feel okay?
Yeah, it feels good.
Okay, good,
Put
good.
this on me.
How you doing, Angel?
I don't like the
and
heat.
Moxie.
Daisy
Yeah,
Dukes.
have Lady T take you on a guided tour. Well, this is part 2 of the story. Lady T has had challenges medically, which she has talked about before. The fibromyalgia, the gluten intolerance, and some
and
things. So,
lupus and the dizziness.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of, I had to stop working like 5 years ago and everything. So,
but still carries on and still enjoys.
I exercise 4 days a week, and I walk 5 miles every week. You know, you have to.
And perennially, the thing I find most remarkably is even with all the waves of Boyd and all that, she still is perennially happy and upbeat. I like to think we're a lot alike on YouTube. We usually come in with a positive attitude.
Well, if you come in, if you come in with a negative attitude, you know, your life is going to be like that too. If you're negative about everything and you don't see the positive side of life, and also I believe that God is a big influence on my life and good friends and stuff and my family. So.
And we both believe that you meet the people you want to meet in life, and you can't let other people run your life and tell you who to meet and who you shouldn't meet. It's not their place to do that. And that's one of the things that we share in common is our belief that you should be able to go where you want to go and meet the people that you want to meet. So we share that to be able to make your own adult decisions.
Yeah, it's wonderful meeting people on YouTube. It's awesome.
Yeah, we just had how you doing? Your girl Jay. Yeah. And also we see you. Nice to see you.
Hi.
Like I said, I'm not going to dwell on it. Just mention you just did meet Marshall too. And, you can.
Marshall's a good guy. I like Marshall.
You can see when the online persona, all that stuff he puts on. Just he's actually pretty much a gentleman, but he's still funny. So. That's what I find so ironic on YouTube is that he when
puts
the
on
camera goes on, it's like a totally different person. But I'm not going to dwell on that. So
I don't like negative comments against him or Rosie. It's just not cool, Well,
it's just.
But we're all here to help each other and be good listeners. And,
for me, I don't. I'm more. I don't delete or remove comments that are in the. On the videos and things, but I do believe if you lead positive, most of the time people will be positive for you. But a lot of times people will use you or see you as a battering ram to hit into somebody else, and they'll kind of take it out on.
Yeah,
you.
I know.
But you gotta
have a thick skin. That's for sure.
You gotta sure have.
You can't take everything personal.
Rhino skin. So you have what I call a balanced life. You're not all about YouTube all the time. You walk. You're one of the first things that attracted me. She's an outstanding cook, and one of the first things I enjoyed was her entrees too. Not the although you've made desserts and stuff like that, the entrees of what she does with beef and other things like that is very, very skillful. And I was happy today to show her a program that might help her now use her phone to start getting back on the video.
It's a new app and stuff because I couldn't upload videos from my phone. I was having trouble with that.
Surround yourself with good, balanced people, restful.
That's true. That's true.
I think that's true to some extent. So make sure you see her typing in the side chat there. Make sure if you're watching now or the many people that will watch this later, we'll have a ton of people, probably 1,000 by tomorrow will have watched this. Make sure you sub up her channel, encourage her to do more video because she's got a great Apple.
Yeah, it's just Apple iPhone 6 actually. I got it from Walmart. Straight Talks, and it's like $49.50 a month.
Can't beat that.
And it's unlimited talk, texting.
Isn't that nice?
Yep, everything.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, thank you for the sub. We see you.
Thank you. We see you. Yeah. Thank you for all of you that sub her up. I'd like to see her get a little more.
I need to make more
traction,
videos too.
But on the other hand, I think she's got if I had to redo YouTube, and of course I'm all out there, all my crap and everything about me is out there in life, but I'm saying if I had to do it all over again, I'd have the balance that you do, with doing your cooking and doing your other activities.
I do. I just don't do one subject. I kind of do different things. Like I go out and do things outdoors and I try to be outdoors and do things other than, I'm not a couch potato person.
Yeah, she's a doer.
Yeah.
My history with her
I've always been
stretches
like
back 4 years, actually.
I come from a military family, and we're not lazy. Yeah, it's called Lady T.
It's called Lady T,
Yep.
aka Teresa. So
It's a picture of me and a dog. It was actually my sister's dog I took care of before she had to be put down.
Oh man, that's too bad. So
because there's a few other Lady T's I think out there too.
now, how much have you traveled much of the U.S. or have you just?
I go to Texas. I go to Dallas, Texas twice a year and see my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was telling you, she has dementia. And she's still in her middle stages, and she has to wear diapers now, unfortunately.
But you go down there and and see her.
Yeah, I pay for my airfare, and then my sister pays for the stay there. So
yeah, that's good.
They have apartments there.
Yeah.
They're like 450 square feet, and they're furnished.
This is like my ultimate person. This is like, to me, the ultimate person on YouTube. If you cannot get along with this person, if you cannot have a smile on your face, if she does not make you feel happy in your day, then you better get yourself to a psychologist and get yourself evaluated. Because she's very positive.
I try to be. I'm more like my dad, I think.
A very positive experience.
Actually, I came from my childhood wasn't too good. That's a long story.
Yeah,
well, I'll tell you about that another time.
I know that.
I could be a totally different person because of that situation, but you can't let situations in the past, get you down like that, because then it's not worth it.
Yeah. So, what do you think about meeting in real life now, you and I? That's pretty.
I think it's great. Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
She looks different in person. I mean, she's strong, man. She can take care of herself.
I
know why she chooches in the hood.
Yeah, that's it. I know, I got good stature for my size and everything. I'm about 5 feet 6 inches.
Yeah, you're muscular.
Yeah, so Lady T's about 5.
It's like on my phone, you look like a little China girl or something.
Look like a China.
See?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just, I guess I'm.
The video, yeah.
Yeah. So
you look lighter too, but in person she's more tan too.
Yeah, and also a little more full figured and everything. So as we like to say.
Yeah.
But meeting people in person is
I'm
fun.
full
If
figured
it's the
too.
right, but well, you're a beautiful lady.
Thank you. Yeah.
Honest to goodness.
I got that from my mama's side.
She's the diva of Detroit.
The diva. Woo.
The diva of Detroit. Have you visited Detroit too? No, I'm going to go down tomorrow. It's going to be, what'd you say, Woodward Avenue?
Woodward and like Jefferson area. That's in front of the Renaissance Center.
Yeah, I'm going to go down.
The D, if you're going to D, he'll show you.
Which is the Rotten Hood that I can roll through tomorrow? Which is the real?
Oh, the east side is really bad. There's a lot of burned out buildings, homes, and everything. It's awful. I mean, you'll see miles and miles of just houses torn down, or they're just burnt down. I mean, it actually looks like the apocalypse.
Yeah, close enough.
Like a nuclear bomb.
Like the end of time.
It's very sad. Yeah, it's really sad.
And now they've taken your mayor ended up in jail before Kilpatrick.
Kilpatrick, yeah, he was crooked. He took a lot of taxpayers' money and
now they're just
city money.
Now they're just removing blocks they're shrinking the size of Detroit, right? They're bringing in.
Yeah, there's actually new businesses moving in too. Yeah, a lot of young people that have businesses down there on Woodward Avenue, and
that's what I said. That's the thing that turns around the area.
I like
when
that.
Things get so cheap that you say to yourself, I'm going to be an urban pioneer like in Baltimore. I'm going to take a shot in this neighborhood. I might have my copper pipes ripped out or my electrical, but I'm going to take a shot and do that. And I see that in places like Baltimore that are real edgy, right on the edge, and places like that. But it's a big job here. It's block after mile.
Oh, I know.
Baltimore, mile after
It's
mile
sad.
after mile.
It's sad. I mean, I've seen videos from back in the 60s and 50s on YouTube, and it's just like totally different place now.
Yeah,
and it's been like that for a long time, since the 67 riots.
It's like at one time, I mean, the industrial city slip. I think at one time Detroit was the fifth biggest city in America.
A lot of people came here.
And Baltimore used to be the 9th largest, but these industrial cities have passed their prime in a lot of ways. So,
Mike says, Mike Loyal says it's actually very expensive, $1,000 and up for rent in Detroit Center.
Yeah, how you doing, Mike Loyal?
Certain parts is expensive. I'm talking about the neighborhoods, not the downtown part.
Yeah, but it's like Baltimore. It's a dangerous city. It's not the kind of place you just go down the street with a selfie stick and just, hey, how y'all doing?
That's what I thought you were gonna do.
Well,
I said you're gonna get your cell phone stolen and beat up, maybe.
Hopefully
not.
Even Rosie's got the limits. I don't know if you saw me
rolling
down
drive
the streets in Baltimore. It's like there's no survivability of being.
Yeah, it's gang territory for sure.
Gang territory.
I mean, that they fire off their guns at nighttime just for the hell of it, you know.
Hey Lee,
McFly, hi McFly.
Detroit needs to reinvent itself. It's hard to see. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Detroit will make a little bit of a comeback. I don't think it's gonna be like it was in the early 60s, you know.
Yeah, because think of the impetus that it had with the huge automotive industry. To bring it back to the way it was, you would have to have comparable size industry come in, and that's not going to happen, you know, because technology, things become more efficient and smaller.
Oh, I know.
You know,
yeah.
So you're not going to have those mega plants anymore here, and there's so many empty buildings. I'm sure Detroit would let you use it for free if you came in and said, I want to set up a manufacturing operation.
Yeah, jobs aren't as good in Detroit and all that, you know.
So, how you doing, Jen? Nice to see you.
Hi, Jen.
Vanessa, my girl.
I know
how are you?
Jen, yeah.
Yeah, Jen is really cool. She's one of my great mods. Her pockets are very nice, but they're spaced out within
Forever friend. Hi, forever.
Hey, forever friend. Isn't it awesome to spend a few minutes with Lady T here?
It feels weird being on the other side of the screen now.
But you've been on plenty of your own videos. She's got her own.
Yeah.
She's a little cagey, but she's no stranger to being on camera.
I can be shy, even though I don't seem like it now.
And
but
you see some family events and things like that. But the thing I like about her, you got a backbone and you call your own shots on YouTube and you meet the people that
exactly meet the good people and no matter what people say, you know.
Yeah, make your
if
own.
somebody doesn't like
judgments.
it, they don't like it. I'm sorry.
And understand too, and this is the
thing thank you, forever friend.
This is the thing I try to drill home is people on YouTube are different a lot of times than they are in real life. Mm-hmm. I like to think I'm exactly the same in real life.
Like Marshall said, I thought you were really quiet and reserved. I said,
no, not her. No, she'll get right in there yakking with the best of them.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy.
I can be shy though. It depends.
Yeah.
So.
But if she and I, if Marshall had sat at that table when we had our meal today and been smacking his mouth like that, she would have slapped him on one side of his face and I would have slapped him on the other side of the face.
I told him, I said I was going to crack the whip on you.
It's all, you got to understand you're watching a WWE presentation when you, when you watch that.
Don't mess with the Irish.
Yeah, don't mess with the Irish there, but...
the Irish blood.
What other genre of video do you enjoy watching besides The Boyd? Any other?
Just
cooking things?
Saving money videos and and traveling stuff. I love the traveling stuff like what you do too. Van life and all that. And if I was in better health, I'd probably do the van life too. But I want to give up my apartment just because I don't think it's safe to live in a van for a woman. That's just my opinion.
And you enjoy the cinematic videos.
Those cinematic videos are awesome.
Favorite ones.
They're really edited well in the 4K pictures. And
I'm looking forward to doing one with Simon. He was down in Cumberland, Maryland. I met Simon.
I'm not familiar with Simon. I've heard of him, but really Mouse Toes. Hi, Mouse Toes. I never heard of Mouse Toes.
Mouse Toes is rejoicing. It's like an Elvis-free hangout here. She's like, oh my God, my moderators have been tripping out this week. Cassidy Hampton, how are you? Say hi to Lady T here, one of my favorite people.
Hi Cassidy, how you doing?
And we go back a lot of years. And
she's cute. I like your hat.
Yep.
Yes.
So Mouse Toes, my mods are kind of very vocal about it. They have their limit, and it's like Oda May. She's like, I can't hold a blue wrench in here. I'm going to close out this channel. I'm going to open my other channel and come back as a troll into when Marshall's on, which is pretty funny.
There's definitely a lot to see in Detroit. So much history. It's just amazing.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to.
There's so many factories that are closed down there, and they're still standing, and it's just
Ontario.
Just to look at the decay is artistic.
Yeah, that's like the Packard plant right now.
Yeah, Packard plant. Yeah. I heard they're going to rebuild it or something.
Yeah, I heard somebody's been through multiple times of people trying to have a go at that. So,
yeah, I saw a YouTube video on it, but it was like 5 years old.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they did anything
hey,
with
Bella
it.
Rose, there's the Queen of Buffalo there.
Hi, Bella.
We got Bella Rose. Did you see I met her up in Buffalo and was chooching around?
Oh, okay, that's her. Yeah.
Bella Rose, another great star. I met Karen up in Toronto. She met Marshall and I. So just every place I go, the chance to meet people is so awesome.
I see Alaska. Hello, how are you doing?
There we go. I just want to set the record for meeting the most people on YouTube. Not at some YouTube meetup, but out on the road and actually meeting. And it changes your relationship. You know, it puts a real, like we've sat next to each other here.
Yeah, a more bondage thing. Yeah,
more.
It's a lot different meeting someone.
Bondage. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Amy in Scrapping Irish. You're into bondage, huh? She's got
not exactly.
She's got kind of a wild side. I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah, well, I used to be kind of wild when I was younger, and I settled down though.
There we go. So it's
more and more in common. Yeah. Oh, you're Irish too, Ginger. Okay.
That's good. Anyway, we're going to cut loose. Finish up. I will give you a little postscript for today. After I got that tire fixed this morning, I went out on the road, and 3 miles later, my low tire pressure indicator light had come on. It turns out that the tire itself had suffered damage also running over that curb last night. It punctured the tire, so I ended up having to get that. That's why we were a little delayed in meeting up.
You got to take care of that.
You had to take care of that. That's really important stuff. Anyway, Lady T, much love to you. You're a wonderful, inspiring person. The way you carry on with your life, the things that you have to deal with in your daily life.
Yeah.
You're inspiring to many. For those of you who see this later, please make sure to sub up Lady T. You see her typing in the side chat, and you can say hi a few more times so people can hit that as we go towards the end of the stream.
Yeah, it's just Lady T. That's all you have to type in.
I don't know, why is there a guy dressed up as a girl? I don't know. Maybe it's something you're seeing in the mirror. There's the only thing I can think about. Guy dressed as a girl? Yeah, where? I don't say that, you know. Anyway, any final words meeting the Rosie girl and Marshall today on here?
I was really thrilled, and they're just fantastic people. I've always been very good friends of mine, and
always will be.
Yeah, I had a great, absolutely had a great dinner. I'm stuffed. And, steak, potatoes, salad.
Missy Jenn's going to be watching this too.
Missy Jenn.
Why don't you give Missy Jenn a shout out on here? So.
Yeah, Missy Jenn. Woo! Love you, sweetie.
It's weird being on the other side.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm following on here, and then I'm looking on there. Just sub. Thank you, Amy's Life.
Yeah,
I've seen Amy before. Hi, Amy.
A Flower Child 60s. The nice thing too, I've got her phone set up with a nice. She's going to try this app, this Kind Master. It takes the iPhone as well as the Android, so she'll be able to finally get some of her
put some clips together and then put some music with it. Yeah,
exactly. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you for being on. I will be on later tonight. Today is a kind of a laundry day. You got to do your laundry once in a while on the road. I
got mine done yesterday at the laundromat. So.
Clean up the van a little bit. It's going to be a crispy night. It looks like it's 100.
Oh, it's so humid here in Michigan. It's ridiculous.
102 degrees, so that means
we were complaining about how cold it was, and now it's too hot. Yeah, so it's either or with Michigan, and it's very unpredictable.
All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Lady T, thank you for meeting us in Motown here, the Diva of Detroit. Did not disappoint one bit. A real choochin' gal and a real sweetheart, too. I will see you guys later on. Thanks so much for being along, and let's give a big woo! Thanks, everybody.